watchers, and welcome back. Yes, it's been a hot minute and there's been several reasons for that, and probably you can see one of them because I look awful and we've been awful. We went off on holiday, as you know, we took you along, we did some cocktails whilst we were on location and stuff, and we had a lovely time even though the weather was not very good. And it was July, so we sort of hoped it would have been okay, but you just can't guarantee the weather in this country, can you? And we had a few good days, but we just certainly didn't get any days that were suitable for a beach. So, but anyway, it was a good break and we very much needed it. So that was that. And then we came back, and basically as soon as we got back, John started to feel not very well, and then went off to do some filming at the Open, the golf tournament, the Open, with a friend of his. And whilst he was away, I started feeling poorly. I took a test and it turned out that I had COVID. We don't think, John didn't test positive for COVID. We think he had sort of like a really bad flu-y type bug, but he is still suffering with a cough and just not feeling 100%. It's just been exhausting. So I'm afraid we ran out of videos, and so all you've seen is bits and pieces, and I'm going to try and get back into it as of now. So I'm doing a very basic recipe today because it is August. It is the 1st of August, and August means, everyone, school holidays. Now, with the price of living, I cannot believe the price of some things in the supermarkets now. And although our kids aren't little kids anymore, they're almost 18, and they're at college and they're doing all those things, they still like snacks. And when they're 18, they eat big snacks, guys. They, you know, it's not sort of a packet of Wotsits here or whatever. It's significant snacks. So I've decided that if they want snacks, I'm going to make snacks because it's cheaper than it is to buy them. So today I am doing a very basic flapjack recipe. I got the basics of the recipe from Mary Berry's Baking Bible, and if you don't have a baking book that you love, I would absolutely 100% recommend this book. It's absolutely fab. It's been updated and it's been modernised, and the techniques and things are sort of easier. It's just a brilliant book. So her recipe is for fast flapjacks. We're going to pimp them because hers don't have any yummy bits in, if you like. So we are going to add milk chocolate chips and also mini fudge pieces. The recipe does give you a variation if you want to add chocolate chips, but it's something like 115 grams of chocolate chips. No. We're going to put a whole bag in, which is 150, not 115. And then another 100 grams of fudge. So these are going to be like pimped up flapjacks, because if you've got something in them, you want to taste it, right? Anyway, so all we basically need is oats, demerara sugar, butter, and it has to be butter for flapjacks. I'm sorry, but you know, margarine and all that stuff, just, it's not the same taste at all. So please try and use butter. And in here I have got golden syrup, which I measured directly into a saucepan because that stuff is sticky. So I have prepared, greased and lined a 12 by 9 tray bake tin. So that's ready to go. I haven't preheated my oven because it makes a racket and you can hear it, but I will do that after. So your oven needs to be 140 fan, 160 without, or gas mark 3. So all you need to do is, into your saucepan, you need to add your golden syrup, your butter, which I'm going to chop up a little bit, just to make it easier to melt down. And your demerara sugar, all in. So you need to do it on quite a low heat, because the last thing you want to do is to burn your golden syrup or anything. So take it steady and keep it moving so that your butter and everything melts down and it all combines nicely. So I'll crack on with that and I'll come back when it's done. I think we're almost there. The time is waiting for the demerara sugar to dissolve. That's what we're waiting for. The last thing we want is big sugar crystals, but I think we're almost there now. Okay, that's done. Let's get this hot plate out of the way. So once your sugar has dissolved, as has your butter, take it off the heat and just add your oats. Give them obviously a really good mix. Get everything nicely coated. Then into my mix I'm going to add chocolate chips. I'm not really bothered if they melt, to be honest, because they're going to go in the oven anyway, so in they go. Better test one. Yep, they're fine. And then in goes the fudge pieces. Better taste one of them as well. Yeah, they're good too. It's important to check these things if you're feeding children, come on. Right, give this a good mix. Like so. And then the whole lot is going into our tin. Yeah, that knife. There we go. Now we're going to press this into the corners with a metal spoon. Wooden spoons will just, the stuff will stick to it. There we go. All done. So that is going to go into the oven now for 30 to 35 minutes. It does say though, beware, do not overcook, because if you overcook it, it will go very dark and very crunchy, and you don't really want that for a flapjack. You want it quite sort of chewy. So I'm going to heat my oven up, put it in, and I'll come back and show you in a while. So an hour or so later, and here we are. One plate of lovely chocolate chip and fudge piece flapjacks. They took about 30 minutes in the oven. You leave them to cool in the tin so that they firm up completely, and then obviously cut them into your slices. So I've cut these into sort of reasonable size slices, and I think I got about 24 out of it. So, you know, a fair amount to keep you going. They'll keep for up to a week in a airtight container. As you can see, I put some more chocolate chips on the top. If you're going to put them in an airtight container, put some greaseproof in the bottom, because there is quite a lot of butter in them, and layer them, otherwise they will stick together. They will become gooier in the container. So that is it. So anyway, that's our snack for today. That'll keep the kids going for a while. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for coming back. Sorry, like I said, that we've been off grid for a while, but we are trying to get back into the swing of things. We're just really tired after this horrible illness. So we will see you all again really soon. Please subscribe if you haven't already done so. If you have, thanks very much. Hit the notification bell so you know when we are around, and at the moment that's really important because we're not around as normal, you know, as regular as we normally are. So we will see you all again soon. Bye for now, guys.